Hi, my name is Paul Zelizer, paulzelizer.com. And today I want to explore with you how to get hired on retainer. So if you've been following me on Facebook, you'll know that last week I announced that I got the largest retainer contract that I've ever gotten in my business. And yes, there was definitely chocolate involved in the celebration this past weekend, right? It was a very exciting time. And almost as soon as I talked about that, or as soon as I talked about that, the messages started coming. Private messages on Facebook, emails, people reaching out to me saying, what is this retainer thing? And is it possible that I could get this in my business? So I wanted to tell you a little bit about what a retainer is and how the contract will work and give you a couple of tips in terms of this might be possible for your business. So a retainer is just simply means an ongoing contract for a specified amount of time, right? In my case, it's a contract over the course of 6 months to do the pre-launch, the launch, and a little bit after launch to get the marketing systems up and running. It's for a wonderful man named Lee Zoltoff, and he's the creator of MacGyver. And if anybody remembers the old TV show back in the 80s and late 90s, MacGyver, the guy who created that, right? So MacGyver is going through a reboot. There's going to be a TV show and a new movie, big Hollywood movie. But in particular, I'm contracted for a book. Lee wrote a book. It's called The MacGyver Secret. And it's about connecting with your inner MacGyver, right? Your inner sense of creativity and the ability to access your creative resources. So the reason that Lee hired me is he knows that I've done a lot of work about brands that have inner awareness, emotional intelligence, and mindfulness and awareness in their brands. And he wanted somebody who knew marketing and also knew that personal development, inner awareness kind of business. So we've contracted for 6 months. Basically, it's to have a block of time each month. The classic example is like a lawyer, a business lawyer. Somebody would look through contracts and make suggestions and advise someone about making business decisions from a wise place in terms of legal awareness. But a retainer is by no means only available to lawyers. So 3 things I want to keep in mind, or I want to invite you to do to see if this might be a possibility that can help this become a possibility in your business. The first one is, you'll hear me talk about this over and over again, having a strong brand. The reason Lee hired me is this intersection of marketing and social marketing, as well as this inner awareness, mindfulness, emotional intelligence, etc., right? You want to have a strong brand story and have people really trust that you're somebody who knows the kind of thing that they're looking at doing in their business. The second piece is, I met Lee through networking. And a couple of years ago, I really brought some attention to starting to network with people who had more business acumen and more business connections. So really think about up-leveling your marketing, your networking, and who you're connecting with on a daily basis in your business. The third tip is your mindset. If you have a story in your head that this will never happen, you'll probably be right? So can you take a look and unpack the belief system that having these kind of ongoing contracts at a higher level, maybe it is possible for you, right? And as you start to explore what would it look like and how could you provide value to people who are more used to, the MacGyver brand has lawyers on a retainer agreement, and that's not a stretch for them to think of hiring other professionals in that kind of a context, right? So can you work on the belief systems so that anything that might be in the way of you connecting with people who have this way of being in their business, right? And start to show that you could provide them value in an ongoing month-to-month kind of a way such that they want you around to either deliver programs to their staff or advise them on certain decisions that they're making in an ongoing way. So 3 tips. Thank you so much. My name is Paul Zelizer, paulzelizer.com. And if you like this, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. There are a lot more videos like this coming. Thank you very much.